we're out trying to find the park, and behind us are French tacos, if you can believe that. So, didn't know that was a thing.
I'm not sure that's a taco you're thinking.
I have no idea. It says French taco, yeah. Anyway, we're heading out Subway. This is like this big underground complex. I didn't know they had these here. It's interesting. Massive underground complex. There's so many lines that connect here. I'll just give you an idea what it looks like. You can see all the different subway lines down here and trains. There's signs, maps, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, we're trying to, I think we want B. There's A. Okay, B's that way? Okay, so we want to go that way, I guess. No, he doesn't want to know where to go. The right direction now, so we want B. We got to get the right one. There's really a lot of choices down here. Look at the scene. There's so many choices of places to go. It's pretty funny if you've never been. Yeah, this is actually really crazy.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. There's B right ahead, so let's probably hope this is the right direction. Should be. We'll go down the stairs here. There's Gigi. Okay. That's the map. And if you're in the subway, we got lots of sandwiches. You find these everywhere. And then these have digital signs, so this might be a newer line perhaps. So we just jumped into place here, and then these are the little snacks. Sandwiches, some bread. There might more like croissant kind of thing here. I'm not sure what this is actually, some sort of bread. Okay.
Yes, what is that?
Pan chocolate is bread chocolate, I guess, and then croissant. Some of the desserts they have out here is like some sort of apple thing there. Looks pretty good for €8.50. Use some Eclair and some flan, cocoa, whatever that is. I'm actually not sure. So we made it to the yeah, Notre-Dame. You guys can see it's like right there.
And they're still fixing it. They're still working on it.
Yeah, right above there.
So you can see they're still working on it. They're working there, but they're just, I think they're reopened this year.
Yeah, I wonder if there's damage inside. There might be.
Yeah. So there is a line for reservation. I think the ticket you can go to like grave area. But if you're free entrance, there's a line.
There's this crazy horse sort of statue over here. It feels like the Winter King from Game of Thrones. That's the first thing that Yeji said. So if you guys agree if that's Winter King, let me know. But it definitely looks like that to me.
They used to sell like old books, right? But now it's all kinds of, just kind of souvenir cheap stuff.
Yeah, there's a few old books, but it's not really.
But they had a kind of problem when the Olympic era. When the Olympic, the city was all clean up here. So they're kind of union or they're sellers. The city had a problem. That's why I kind of changed it.
Yeah, it's very different. Yeah. I remember it. So you can see the morning commute here in Padi. Everyone's going to work on bicycle. A few cars here and there, taxis and buses. But really, bike's the best because you don't have to obey any traffic laws. While the red light hits, the bikes keep on going, which is pretty cool. And we're gonna hop on this bus right here.
Yay, on the bus.
These cool public parks, you can see there's no, I guess, Segway, scooter, bike, or motorcycle. They got them all covered. It doesn't cover skateboard, but I'm sure that means no skateboards too. And you can go through here, which is great.
This is Tilly.
Yeah. It's big. It's a big public park.
One of the main gardens.
Wow, it's big.
Too
Yeah, you guys can see it goes all the way that way.
You can't even see it.
All the way that way, yeah. And you see what it's like in the park. A lot of places to sit, and everything's well maintained. The jogging, I don't know if you can see it in the distance, so there's a lot of guys who are out jogging. It's a pretty good exercise right around the park. It's probably a couple miles around the park. Maybe not far, I'm not sure. Maybe half a mile around the park.
There are all the girls hanging out the area.
Oh, over there?
No people.
Yeah. And people keep off the grass too, which is nice in these places, so it keeps it well maintained. You got one really great direction to go in the park, and you have another great direction. So it's one of my favorite parts of the city, of these public parks. There's Yeji, what's she doing there? The Orsay there, there's Yeji. You have this great walking path across the bridge, and then there's the river. It's a nice morning today, and a lot of people are out. There's a lot of different ships and stuff out there. The lines are pretty long today to get to the Orsay. We'll figure out which line we need to be in. It's probably gonna be the longer one, I would bet. The entryway there, and this is the line, how it looks like from our point of view. So it wraps around the block. It's not that bad. So it's 10:48, and we're actually moving. So I'll make another video when we get.
And we talked about, oh, we just wait, an hour for food. Why not for museum?
Yeah, we can actually see the entrance now. So we made it inside. How long did we wait?
35.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Not bad.
So let's go on in. Palace area, sort of rooms. Yeah, it's cool, right? So this is part of the Orsay when you come early, get the rooms to yourself. I think they use these for party rooms though. It's cool. Events.
Yeah, events.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crowded, but it's still a very cool building.
Oh, they're showing the like old station
yeah.
with
This used to be a train station.
Yeah, with the horse. The horse is waiting for the customer in front of the station.
So a lot of these, museums and stuff like that, it's the building itself is also good, not just the art. But this main hall, I could totally see it being a train station. So you can see that the train station looks a lot bigger when you're sort of on the ground floor of it. So this is a special exhibition, it looks like. Some of the different things that they have. These little statue things are pretty interesting. When you get close to these, you can see a lot more detail. Gigi says she recognizes this one. I don't recognize this one myself. I always prefer this kind of stuff myself, like, I don't know, just tables, bowls, and these kind of things. I like this horse guy too. It's like a Caesar gladiator kind of thing. See how big some of these paintings are. It's huge. And it's very fitting of the kind of room that it has it in, right? So we're in the main gallery hall over here. A lot of statues that way. These big ones are really cool. Like a book would never capture how big these things are. So I've seen this kind of artwork before, but not like original ones, I guess.
Yeah,
and these are huge.
All street art, basically.
You're right. These should just be advertisements, essentially, right? Yeah, and I think we've all seen this stuff before, but
what does that mean? I can translate.
What's that? You want to translate? Okay. AG wants to translate this. Au bon diable, so the devil. I think that's what it means, diable. Overture.
Why devil throw all the clothes?
Oh, okay. And there's the address up there, right? So Rue de Rivaux, and the 39 coin Rue de
It's funny.
Supposed to be some sort of dance concert kind of thing? Cabaret, yeah, that's the right word, yeah. So it says Saxe-Soleil, you also have Bal Masque, Tous les Mardis. Huh. Petro de Soleil.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. This is actually a special exhibit. I like this one because it's something you don't normally see.
Also, they hang just put the
like how they would be. Yeah. I like this kind of stuff. And then these are old photos, I guess, of what they. Oh, okay. What it used to look like. I never think of these as being real, other than it's kind of art. These are.
They colored, right? It was just blank.
Should be.
Yeah, blank picture, but they.
Yeah, you can see they used to hang up everywhere, right? These prints. A few more. You can see. Like I said, it's stuff we've seen before, but I just haven't seen them. The full size.
No, we always see the fake, this poster card.
Yeah.
But
and
this is actual original.
Then this must be the machine they used to make them.
Oh, like 이렇게 판화.
Yeah. Oh, what a great exhibit.
There is, how to color.
Different steps of the coloring process. This is great. There's JG enjoying the photos, or actually I should say artwork. Old advertisement for a department store. So it shows you the name and the address, Rue de la Cité.
Oh yeah, the blanket here, but they don't really
they have different goods in there.
Yeah, and there's books.
Right.
And clothes here.
And I guess everyone wore the top hat to go to the store. The big tall hats. Never seen like a whole room full of this stuff. It's really impressive. So you guys can see how big this is. There's actually multiple rooms of these, so they must have a whole bunch of these. I noticed these are vacation things, but but you're advertising skiing in a dress, though, which is really funny.
It's alcohol.
Alcohol? Yeah.
So you see there is people drinking.
Uh-huh.
And one kid with an empty glass.
One
Ah.
kid was in.
Nobody knows what he drank before. Okay?
Yeah.
And there is a nurse with two babies.
Yeah.
And she has a glass full of alcohol. And nobody knows if it's for her or for the
For
babies.
babies?
That's
So
funny.
this will not be allowed today.
The gentleman was saying is this is like an old ad for basically alcohol, and you have kids in it, and you wouldn't.
Kids and babies.
Yeah.
Even babies seeing.
And you wouldn't show that kind of thing today, which makes sense. And you can see this is all sort of alcohol advertisements. It's funny. Another room full of these things, and I guess this is how they would have displayed them back then. So there's actually so much to look at. I don't even think we can finish the museum in a day.
No. You can if you stay, one full day.
Yeah, but if you want to read everything, and we took a little break.
You want to enjoy, you don't want to just whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Actually, came back to the restaurant we were before.
Yeah, this is my favorite place in Padi, and it's funny.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's hard to capture like how big this place is. You can see the ceiling up there. Is quite good, and you have a view of the city over there, which is really nice. They got a lot of light in here.
Rosé.
Yeah. What did we order?
We ordered one truffle pasta and one Caesar salad.
Yeah, it should be really good. So.
Even if it's not good, I'm eating this vibe, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, just the mood here is really cool. Got the pasta, and what did Yeji get over there?
Caesar salad.
Caesar salad, and we also got some wine here. And this is supposed to be the chef's specialty, so we'll see how this comes out.
See.
It's okay?
Salad.
Yeah. Interesting. It's
Let me try.
It's like how to explain it? It's like a cheese. It's a cheese dish, so it's mostly cheese.
It's not.
Yeah, there's a lot of cheese in there. But then there's also a sauce. There's like two. It's like two sauces of cheese and ham. Like how to explain it? It's not bad though.
Not bad? Okay.
But really, this main hall is the best.
It seems brighter because sun's up there right now.
So there's another one of these gateway to hell doors. It actually is pretty similar to the other one we saw at the Rodin Museum. Like a furniture room. I always like this kind of stuff actually.
This is real antique.
Yeah. Don't see any of these. It's fun. Got this really cool mirror. I like this thing. And I think this might be a scale. Maybe not. Just a cool chair. Just a cool chair. Look at these old desks and things though. This stuff's really cool. This feels like, the time period is very interesting. I was gonna say Harry Potter, but no, it's a different period. I don't even know exactly what time period this stuff is. Kind of fantasy kind of tables, right?
Yeah, but you can still make this
Oh, sure.
shit, right?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, look how small the chairs are though.
Why they're so small?
I don't know if people are smaller or these are for kids
their
maybe.
room is small.
Maybe.
Well, apartment small, so they have to make everything small.
So here we are in one of the old dining rooms for like 100 years ago.
Years ago. Yeah, but 100 years ago, there's a crystal like glasses, wine glasses over there.
This is great. This feels like a Lord of the Rooms kind of room.
Yeah, you need just cool stone chair here,
Right.
here.
Kind of vases and pots and things. This stuff's always my favorite actually. You want to decorate your room, right, with people on top of your like kind of bookshelf type thing.
Naked people.
Naked people, right? Yeah, use this to hold, I guess, your games and books and stuff like that for your table. Desk. I always like this stuff. Like, you would actually use this thing. Got two cool lights on the side there and this great chair. That's a cool desk. More in the museum here, and there's a guy with swords up there, which is cool. See the view out there and look at some paintings. There's Yeji. They just have these huge rooms of...
I like this colorful painting here.
Yeah, I like that one too. But look at the reflection. So you'd have to paint all that too, right? Huh. Yeah, that's quite interesting. Yeah, I like the reflections on that. More statues.
Eagles.
Another room. So basically they have like these really cool rooms filled with various artworks. You got the cool statues and Fighting an eagle up there. It's, this particular statue, like they're doing a selfie. So way back when they used to do selfies, right? See the clock there, and all the people below down there. It says Orsay Museum. They have these cool bridge walkways as we go through the tunnel. Then actually, there's windows here, so you can look outside.
Oh.
Maybe.
Here.
Oh, there's a little peekway to the main hall. Yeah, it's neat. So look at some of these. I always like the really big ones. It's good. They get the whole set, right? And these are all matching then.
Just his style, I guess.
Yeah, so it says for the bearing. Audio Medon, decor for the bearing. Huh. I haven't seen this before. Symbolic self-portrait, vision. Huh, so this is Emile Bernard. What a really funny one. That one's really funny, actually, for a psychology thing. Huh. It's supposed to be loneliness and self-doubt, what he kind of feels. It's interesting. Another art style, if you like paintings. They have really a lot of paintings here. Some of these I've actually recognized. See different sailboats and things. Hold on, this one looks pretty good. Yeah, that one's cool. A lot of good ones. That's what it looks like. It takes a while when you look at these to see all the detail. There's another indoor like shopping restaurant area, and
This looks more luxurious.
yeah, this is a nicer looking one. So many like secret places that you find. Yeah, you can see like through the tunnel. So we're having some wine.
Our break time.
Yay! Yeji picked this place out. She did a good job.
Yeah.
So if you want to sit outside, you can right there. I don't know. I prefer having the inside to myself.
This is actually the half inside.
Yeah, half inside, half outside. This is what I think for me, what I don't like is, I don't mind people walking by, but I don't want them to just like brush off my glass on the table. Because like even when I walk on the street, I almost run into tables myself. So maybe it's because I think everyone's as clumsy as me. Do you ever feel like you're going to hit someone's table or food or anything?
No, for me, I like to sit outside, but...
That's why we're half in, half out, right? Also, this restaurant's kind of funny is the waiters all have a bit of an attitude, but I think it's like part of the act.
Concept, yeah.
Yeah, the concept is we're going to be like the rude French waiter, but the service is actually really fast. So you ask them to get you something, they get it right away, and then they pretend to be rude, which is kind of funny. So that's what's going on. And the one thing though is really surprising is the amount of tourists.
Yeah. But this is not even peak season yet.
Yeah, so it just could be all the tourism dollar that would have went to the USA is now coming to here. Weather is great right now, and we actually saw some crazy stuff. There was some sort of politician or something that just came out, and so they had like a ton of security everywhere.
And they have to, walk. This time just only one street.
Yeah. So we just figured, okay, fine, we'll just have some wine. Everyone, and we'll catch y'all next time. So, bye.